Journaling can be a powerful tool in manifesting a life you love, especially when it's done in a certain way and with intention. I'm Stacey Berger, transformational coach in both life and business. Journaling is a powerful tool for your transformational journey because it helps to really clear your mind, bring more intention to your thoughts. It also helps to balance the right and left hemisphere of your brain to bring more power into those ideas. When we journal intentionally, following a very certain and specific structure, it helps to accelerate that manifestation process. Many of us maybe remember journaling from when we were little kids, right? Maybe you had the Dear Diary and you would write your deepest thoughts, your deepest fears down. And there was power in that. It felt good to have a safe place to capture your ideas. Now what we can do is translate that Dear Diary energy into Dear Universe energy, where you can capture your dreams, your visions, your ideas, and pour them through a structure that's going to help take those ideas from paper into your reality. One of the ways that we journal intentionally is by journaling what we do want. It can be really easy when you're having a bad day, when you're not happy, when you're miserable, when things aren't going right, to go to that Dear Diary energy and really write everything that's going wrong. And while at times that can be powerful and impactful to move the energy to help release some of that anger, it's actually not the most productive way to journal. When we journal from a place of vision of what we do want to create, it really directs that energy into, instead of perpetuating what you don't want, creating what you do want. I have had a journaling practice for well over a decade, and I've tried some things that have worked and haven't worked. And what I've really discovered is a very specific process that when I journal in this way, and I do it on a regular basis, I know that I feel better. I move the energy on my vision and I produce greater results. I also notice when I skip this practice for more than 3 days, I don't feel as good, I don't feel as alive, I don't feel as connected to my goals. I know how important this intentional journaling practice has been on my own goals and on my own vision. So let's get started in learning how you can journal more intentionally in service of a life that you love. The first thing is to start. I'm going to give you this process. Please don't let it overwhelm you or worry about getting it wrong. The important thing is to start. And when you're journaling, I always encourage you to do it the best you can first thing in the morning. The reason that is it sets you up for success for the entire day. We are so intentional about the clothes that we put on, how we do our hair, maybe how you put your makeup on, how you walk out the door physically every day. This journaling process is a way for you to put on your mindset every day, which is the most important thing you can do. So if you can do this in the morning, even better. The first step of the journaling process is to start with your vision, your goals, what's important to you. There's lots of videos on this channel and on my social media about how to create that vision for a life you would love. And so go check those out if you need help to identify what your vision, what your goals are. The first thing in your journaling is starting with what you would love. Where are you headed? What is it that you want to create in this next year? Writing that in the present tense as if it's already happened. So I am so happy and grateful now that, and describe the life that you're living when you've realized that dream. So number one, start with that dream realized, start with that goal. What that does is it shifts your thinking into what it is that you want to create. Once you have your vision, the second piece of your journaling practice is, what am I grateful for? Gratitude is one of the most powerful ways to shift our thinking and shift our results. Taking a few moments to consider, what are you grateful for? What are the blessings in your life right now? Writing 5 to 10 things every day that you're grateful for, and focusing your mind on the gratitude. Why this is so important is the more we're focused on the good in our life, what we're grateful for, we attract more good in our life. If I'm constantly looking at what's missing, what's not going right, what I'm not happy with, we perpetuate that same experience. We attract to us more scarcity, more worry, more things to be fearful about. Focusing your mind and your thoughts and your energy on gratitude attracts to you more blessings, more things to be grateful for. So start with your vision, then writing 5 to 10 things every day you're grateful for. And the third piece is making a decision of who you want to be today, how you want to show up today. Typically, we wait for our conditions or our circumstances, the weather, if our spouse is in a good mood, if we're early for work, late for work. We're waiting for our conditions and our circumstances to determine, am I in a good mood or a bad mood? Was it a good day or a bad day? In this stage of your journaling practice, you're making an advanced decision about how you want to show up today. And so picking 1 or 2 qualities that you want to embody this day. Today I'm confident. Today I am playful. Today I am focused. So number 1, the vision of the life that you're creating in the present tense. Secondly, to move to gratitude is a way to further calibrate your mind. And the third, making that decision who you want to be today. And the fourth step in this intentional journaling process is, what's the needle mover? What's the action step? It's one thing to dream the dream, but in order to make it a reality, we have a role to play. There's action steps to take. So now that you've calibrated your mind and your thinking to your vision, to gratitude, to how you're showing up, asking yourself in that moment, what's one step I can take today in service of my vision? What's one action step I can take today to move this vision forward? And as you ask yourself that question from a highly calibrated mind, you'll begin to have new ideas. Sometimes it'll be ideas, things that you're already doing, things that you know to do. And as you repeat this process on a daily basis, you'll start to have new ideas, new insights, new thoughts about action steps that you can take to move you forward. Sometimes you might have an idea in that moment that feels completely unrelated to your vision. Trust the process. Trust that process. Trust that idea. So we ask ourselves, what's one action step I can take today to move me in the direction of that vision, and write it down. Make a commitment to take that action step. And that's it. That's the intentional journaling process. Imagine doing that every day for the next 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, a year from now, calibrating your thinking every day to your vision. Looking for what to be grateful for, choosing intentionally, how do I want to show up in my day? Not letting my conditions and circumstances determine that. And then taking that baby step, that action step every day in the direction of your dream. You'll be in a whole nother place a year from now. I have witnessed many clients over the years apply this process, journaling, connecting to their vision. And as a result of thinking from their vision, they showed up in their lives differently. They made different decisions that have absolutely created new results in their lives, in their health, relationships, business results, financial results. This process works when you work it. So what's your commitment? Would you be willing to experiment with this process in service of creating new results this year? In order to make this super simple for you, I've created a 1-sheet journaling process. You can download it, print it off, fill it in, and experiment with it for the next week, next 30 days, and let me know what happens for you and your results. I'm Stacey Berger. Here is to you living a life you love.